Good morning YouTube and fellow Mazzy lovers. Welcome back to my little bit of paradise here in the UK. Not a great deal happening in the greenhouse, but I thought I'd like to do a bit of an update just to, for one, to say a big thank you to all the people who purchased my Mazda Value divisions from the shop. I sold out during March and I've got a lot more divisions ready to go in the shop again in the coming weeks, and the people who's put free ads on, there's a few cracking dendrobiums on there at the moment, so if you've not checked out the website, please go and have a look at mixedmazdavalues.co.uk and have a look at the free ads and you'll see these amazing dendrobiums. On a thank you note, why I'm doing it, I'd like to thank three people in particular who put the word out there about the website, and that is Roger Frampton of Roger's Orchids, Ed of Ed's Orchids, and Margaret East of Emmy's Orchids. I really appreciate them three guys giving us a shout out and getting people to check out the website. And all the people who purchased my divisions, I hope every one of them is performing for you and growing on, because there was amazing divisions. As I say, I've got a lot more and I'll put them on the shop as soon as I get time. This update is just to give you a little look around what I've done. I've changed a few things around. I've no longer got the Draculas hanging high up because we're coming into summer, and at the moment when I came in the greenhouse today, the external thermometer was showing 8 degrees, so it's quite a cool day here in the UK. But I've changed a few things around. I've moved the fan out to give me more room. I've got a lot more Mazda Valleys in this greenhouse than I did have before. So what I want to do is quickly show you what I've done and how I hope I've reduced my time in the watering. So let me get cracking, let me get set up and I'll show you. This is my new shower head, what I'm going to use for the watering of these Mazzies. You can see this end goes into a bucket or into a bottle. I use a plastic bottle. Got a bit of a controller there. It's 12 volt powered. I operate it from a normal plug. It used to be I said it before, I think, a dog shower. I've just put this on because it's a lot easier to control it with a finger operated. I'll give you a demonstration. I'll show you how I water one of my Mazzies now, and hopefully this is going to save me a lot more time than using that pump sprayer, especially in the summer. Let me just get it set up. Right, this is one of the bottles I use. The old water bottles, you often find them in skips because they are returnable, but a lot of people chuck them away. The company I used to work for throw them away. But you just get the end of that in there that just squeezes in, and that is your water supply. So I use that. I can mix my feed in that, I can put the feed in that, I can just have plain water, whatever, and I can change these over. I've got a few of these now, all with RO watering. So I'll just switch it on and give you a quick look how it works. So here I go. I'll pick, I've got it in a bottle down here. I've got the new nozzle on. You can hear a slight humming, that is from the 12 volt pump. I'll just pick, let's go for a nice Ignia What's in Bloom. I'll just give it a quick job done. Makes my life so much easier, and it's giving it quite a bit of water. I don't soak all the leaves, I'm just soaking around the media, but that's just something else that I've got to make my life easier. You can see the water's coming straight out the bottom. I just thought I'd share that with you. Not everybody's going to want to do that, but if you are struggling and you are using a pump spray, It's ideal in the winter, don't get me wrong, because in the winter you don't want too much water on these mazzies. But in the summer, to make life, to reduce your workload, if you want to, if the word you want to use, I find just by connecting this 3-pan Chinese shower head onto a dog shower, and it makes my life easier with that bottle. You know, the amount of water comes out, I'll just try and show you, and it's all controlled by this little clip. And for me, it's saving me a good hour, probably over an hour on watering when I'm doing these mazzies. So I thought I'd share that with you anyway. So let's get on and do something else. And to make life a little easier, these are 22 litre, these bottles. I got myself a plant pot wheeler, so you can just wheel it around the greenhouse on wheels rather than me keep lifting it around, because they are quite heavy. And if you look over there, I've got some more ready to go. Okay, this is not my idea, but I recently visited another grower who was telling me how to give these more humidity, and his idea was to use these trays. They're old tomato grow bag trays. I had a few spare and I've added them to the below the trays. I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. You know what I mean, the humidity tray. Yeah, he recommended putting water in them and let it evaporate, and it helps with humidity in the greenhouse. Well, I did try it, to be honest, and the next day it was more or less empty. So it does work, and I didn't notice my humidifier being on that much. So if you've got some spare trays in your greenhouse, and you know, like last year I was damping down the floor because I've got concrete floor or slab floor, anything, if you're growing mazzies, that's going to help keep your humidity up and be suitable for your plants, then give it a go. So I thought, yeah, why not? It catches the water from watering, like I've said, and if it's going to make life easier for me in this greenhouse and make these mazzies more humid atmosphere and environment, more like the cloud forest that they're used to, then I'll try anything. And that's just another thing I thought I'd share with you. Again, I'm not telling everybody you need to do that. All I'm saying is it's what I'm doing, what somebody told me they did, and I thought it was a good idea, and I had some spare, and I thought, you know what, I can do that. I can put some trays underneath and catch the water, but adding water gives me a lot better humidity. Well, let's move on to something else. And I'm sure you'll find some of this tips useful. I don't know, but I know that a lot of people like watching the channel because I'm quite practical. I don't like spending a lot of money. The money I spend, I like to spend on the flowers, not on setting the place up. But if it saves me time, it makes these plants grow better, then I'm all for it. Another modification that I did over the last couple of weeks is to put this perspex on top of these racks. So when I am watering, all the overflow, all the water doesn't go on the mazzies down below. Ideal really. It just stops all the water running. I don't mind too much in the summer, but in the winter and on these cold nights, I don't want any water falling below onto these mazzies. So that's another bit of a modification I've done. Nothing spectacular, but it saves me time and it saves these mazzies. Another modification I've done, I don't know if you can remember on that middle shelf, I had one of the big ram fans. It was taking up far too much room, so I decided to move it into the other greenhouse and replace it with a small ram fan, oscillating fan at the top. Obviously that's going to circulate the warm air when we come up to summer, and hopefully push the warm air towards the window lights and push the air out. But yeah, it was taking up too much room on that shelf. If you can remember, I've got same as that one, look. That was the fan that was on this end. Well, that's giving out. It's only on one at the moment, and I can feel that right down this side of the greenhouse, so that is giving good air movement out. But as I said before, it was a little bit big on a shelf. When you've only got a small greenhouse, there's not a great deal of space to have anything. So let's just have a look around. I haven't got a lot in bloom. I've got a nice spike coming on this. What is this? This is a tatty looking plant really, Prince de Gaulle. It's Vichana hybrid I believe, but it's put a nice spike up, opening soon. Still got Ignea open. Ignea's open all over the place. All my mounts are now along the bottom, as you can see. I've hung them lower down for the summer, and below them hanging down is all the all my Draculas. I've got quite a few of them in spike. I'll get them back up and we'll have a look at them on another video. I really wanted just to do a quick video today to say thank you to all the people who've been supporting this channel. It really does make a difference when people help and follow you. Another Ignea up there. Yeah, I've got about in here at the moment, I think at the last count, I've got about nearly 300 Mazzies. And as you know, I love them. I love we've seen this before, Pat Acrehurst. But look at that. Look at the colouring on that. The tail sepals, or the tails, always cross. I don't know why that's always happened, but I've mentioned that before. I apologise for the lorry going past. More Ignea, and good old Inca Prince is still performing for me. I just think this one is amazing, Inca Prince. You know, my Coleogyne cristata has put an amazing show on this year. I'm really impressed with cristata. The bulbs are nice and firm, as you can see in here. You know, I've got quite a few flowers on this one, and it is fragrant. It's quite a pretty smell. But yeah, I thought I'd just do this update to let you know how I've gone on. So for people who know me, you know what I've been doing. I've got a few more weeks voluntary work to do, then I'll be back full time, hopefully making videos on these beautiful Masdevallias. But until then, thank you once again for all your support and for all the people who follow the channel. And I have had an email today of somebody who wants to see all my Nepenthes. Well, all of the Nepenthes are over there. I will do a separate video on my Nepenthes in the coming weeks. So until then, viewers, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.